Right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all. Wow, that's a good number. And I'm excited that you all have taken the time out to be here today because we have a very, very fun, different session for you all. I'm Karan Mulchandani and I'm the founder of Enlightened Sapiens. And as you all know, we've been holding these sessions for the past 6 months, week in, week out, every weekend on various topics. But the main idea and the main goal of each of these sessions is for you to understand yourself a little better. So these topics we range from gardening and art and photography, meditation, name it, and we have done these sessions. But what each session does is help you discover your passion, and by that, we want to make you understand and discover things that make you happy. Right? All these sessions have been free, like this one is, even though there's a lot of time, effort, resources that go on to making this, and the only way that's possible is because the community has helped us to even reach here where we are. So what we are doing is helping you discover your passion, and we are tying up with experts to do the same. And now you all know what we do. We are Enlightened Sapiens. We are a community that encourages you to grow and learn with the things that you love, so that when you're ready, you can give back with this knowledge, making it easier for someone else to do the same. Right? And so yeah, today we have a very fun session. Like I mentioned, it's an in-house session. It's just us, and we decided to do this session because New Year's is around the corner, and we all make resolutions. And what happens is when we make resolutions, we're excited in the beginning, but as the year goes on, we may lose motivation, may lose focus, right? So to overcome that, the Enlightened Sapiens teams, that's Nicole, Jennifer, Smithy, Roshali, all of us decided to uh, give this session to you guys because it's helped a lot of us in the last year and of course before that. So I'm going to introduce Nicole because she's going to be presenting alongside me. And I'll tell you a little bit about her. You'll see her here every weekend, I'm sure. But she's a true artist. That's what I call her. That's someone who creates from the heart and creates something original. She plays with all sort of mediums, physical, digital, and she's been using her skills of all the fun digital stuff you've seen on our platform across all our platforms has been created by her. So, hey, Nicole, nice to have you here
Hi,
yet again.
Karan. Yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm very excited and relaxed, as you can see.
Yes.
So yes, a lot of people have joined right now, and I want to begin. We have very limited time, as you all know. Um, I feel 1 hour for today's session, I think, was an overkill. Was a Herculean task, honestly. So we're going to get right to it. The session is going to be interactive, so we want you to act quick. Okay, when I ask you to. Okay. So why we here again? We're here so that we can gain the tools and techniques to achieve our goals and dreams, make our dreams, our visions into something tangible and reality, right? And that's what we are going to attempt to do today. Okay. Me personally, I made my vision board for the first time last year for 2020, and I make resolutions all the time, but the vision board I made for the first time, and it sort of helped me achieve my goals and dreams in 2020, even though it was a tough year, right? 2020 was a very, very tough year. I don't think anyone could have planned for this when I made this, back in 2019. I don't think you could plan for what 2020 had in store. But I realized I could do everything because I had this roadmap in front of me. Okay. And that's what we're going to try to help you do is help you create your roadmap for yourself, for you to achieve your goals and dreams, not mine, not someone else's, right? And we're excited to share this with you. So yeah, so what this do is we don't know what 2021 has in store for us. So we make sure that we can all be together. We can understand what we can do and do what we set out to do. All right. So I'm going to begin right away. Like I said, we are very pressed on time. I would have ideally liked to have an entire weekend with you guys, maybe meeting in a festival in a park over 2 days and taking you all through this, but we'll make do with what we have. So I'm going to share this screen, and there's going to be a poll that is going to come up on your screen. Okay. I want to make sure y'all are engaged, y'all are with me, and I'm not going to give y'all more than 30 seconds. There are over 200, 250, 300 people right now who are joining. I want y'all to answer both these questions as soon as y'all can. I want all 300 answers in less than 30 seconds. Okay. And the whole session is going to be like this. It's going to be quick. There's going to be a lot of action. Okay. That's perfect. I can see already 200 people have answered. Perfect. If we work together, we can complete this session, and we can gain and we can share each other's experiences. Super. All right. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. 30 seconds are up. That's all we are getting. And I'm going to share the results with you guys. Okay. So 66% know what a vision board is. Okay. But out of which only 20% have made one. Okay. And why is that so? Why, as you can clearly see, is that we know many things, right? But we don't act on it. And this is what I keep saying, right? Knowledge is meaningless without action, right? We may know a lot of things, what's good for us, what's bad for us, but do we act on it? Do we actually do something that makes us move in a direction which is positive to our well-being? Most of the time, the answer is sadly no, right? It's not about laziness, it's just about our habits, right? So we're going to try to break these habits. We're going to try to find motivation. And I'm very happy that you all answered very quickly. That was perfect. We're going to keep doing this. Let me stop sharing the result. Okay. So so for those of you who don't know what a vision board is, I'm sorry. If you all don't know, I'm going to take you all through it. Don't worry. For you all who know and have made a vision board, I'm going to help you all, keep you all motivated. And for those of you who know and have done it, we're going to give each other tips and tricks of bettering your vision board, maybe, or even I want you all to share your experience so you can help the community. Like I said, we are a community and we can only help each other. So we're going to get started. And let's start with, with everything. Everyone wants a definition, but I don't think there's a definition to a vision board. Like I was saying, it's something that is very personal. I'll attempt to give a definition. I'll attempt to define this. It's a sort of a sacred place where you can vision what you want to be or what you want to do in life. It's a sacred place where you can aspire or you can see your life in. So it's sort of a physical representation of the goals you're trying to achieve. Okay, so it's a collage of any items, right? It could be, Google Images. It could be printouts, magazine cutouts, knickknacks, anything physical, bands, anything that you put and you see something every single day. And what happens is when you see it every single day, you're working towards it, right? And you're working towards this for something you want to do, something you want to be, something you need or want or have or manifest. You want to make sure, So there are different things that you aspire to do. And like I said, we at the turn of the year we have a lot of goals. Many people don't, which is fine, right? But we always say, "Oh, meko ye karna hai. I want to do this." We may not formally call it a resolution, call it a goal, but there's always, this year I couldn't do this. I want to do that. So I want to switch this narrative from this and that, and sort of make the narrative into what can we do or how can we achieve, right? So that's something that we're going to do. And like I said, I was pretty apprehensive when I started doing this. My wife actually recommended this to me in 2019. So I used to make a lot of resolutions, a lot. I have a lot of things I want to do, and I used to make these big Excel sheets. I'm a numbers guy, so I used to make like big Excel sheets with big different tabs of personal goals, financial goals, and career goals, and different things I wanted to do. And yes, I could achieve a lot, no doubt. I'm not saying no to that. But I used to get bogged down by it. I used to even get stressed by it at times. Okay, I have to read 20 books in the year, and many times I used to lose focus or lose motivation, right? Because I'm not seeing it. It's in an Excel sheet. I have to open my laptop. So the best part of a vision board is that it's simple. It's a simple sheet that you see every day. It could be any form, and that's how this works. So why does it work? Again, I don't know if there's a science to this, but through my personal experience, I can say that it's helped me achieve and be a lot very productive in 2020, even though the year has been tough. And honestly, everything in my vision board has come true or have worked towards or moved in the right direction towards. So I think that's a great win. So the first thing that a vision board makes you do is forces you to pause, right? So when you have to do something, it forces you to pause. Many times in life, we have like these blinders. I can see this funny images of this horse or the people. We are working, and we have a goal, of course. So, we want to reach certain things, but we forget the other things that we want to do. So we are in these blinders, trying to work, trying to play, trying whatever we are doing, but we don't pause and see our surroundings. So many times remove the blinders, right? It forces us to remove the blinders and sort of see our surroundings. Like, okay, where am I? Like, what am I doing here? Am I happy doing what I'm doing? And 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 that's the next point, right? Once you pause, only when you pause, only when you stop, only when you take a step back, can you think and ask yourself important questions. Okay, you're asking your questions like, as I said, what am I doing here? Am I really happy? Yes, I'm doing it, but do I want to be somewhere else? These are these are questions that you have to periodically ask yourself, right? So that's what a vision board helps you do. It helps you periodically ask these sort of important questions, and say like, okay, for example, if you're walking down a forest and you're going with these blinders on, and you paused and you're like, okay, wait, I'm here, and then you see a beautiful mountain there, and you say, oh wait, I wanted to go there, right? So now you can think, okay, did I want to be in the forest or do I want to be in a mountain? And you say, okay, I want to go towards the mountain. So then you think, you ask yourself important questions: what will make me happy, what I want to do, and you say, okay, I'm going to go towards the mountain. So it helps you visualize. So pause, think, and then visualize, right? As you can see this roadmap, it helps you visualize of where you want to go. It sort of gives you like this map of what you want to achieve in a year, in 6 months, your life. Depends on the period that you want to create it for. And it helps you, make sure that you do these things. Like I was saying, 2020 was tough, but a lot of people have done a lot of things, even though they've sat at home, right? We learned how to garden through things we had at home. We learned how to, watch birds, everything. We had a session with Harshvardhan Joshi. He's planning on climbing Mount Everest this year, and he said something really, really amazing, right? So he was preparing for Mount Everest, which of course is not easy, and he couldn't get out of the house. So he climbed the steps of Mount Everest in his two-story building. Okay, now think about this, guys. In his two-story building, the number of steps it takes to climb Mount Everest, he's climbed in his own building. Okay, that's a mindset, right? And that's where you'll need to be. If you'll visualize your goals, you'll find alternatives to doing it. You'll find alternatives of achieving those same goals, right? You'll not say, oh, yeah, you lockdown here, ghar pe baitha hu, or whatever, right? Whatever the case is. You stop making excuses, we find solutions to make sure that it's a reality. You're seeing it every day, remember. So yeah, that's how this works. And if I want to summarize everything I've said so far, like I've said, is that it will work only if you want it to work. Okay, no one's going to do the effort for you. You have to make the effort. You have to put in the action. No one else can. It is your effort. The effort that you put, the energy that you put into the universe is what you will get back, right? So you have to make that effort. You have to climb the steps. You have to set the goals. You have to take time out. You have to see it every day. That's on you, right? So make sure that you'll shift the narrative and make sure that it's your action. Like I said, knowledge is meaningless without action. So take action. I've spoken a lot, as you all can see. I'm pretty excited and we have spoken fast. If you have questions, use the chat box or use the raise hand button. We'll take questions later. But let's actually get right to how do we make a vision board. And Nicole, you'd like to take this, and she's going to help us. She's made a few vision boards, and she's going to help us with the different mediums and forms which we can make.
Absolutely, yeah. Is my screen visible to everyone? Yes, cool. Okay, so before I start with this, I would just like to address everybody's comments in the chat. We're going to help everybody figure out whatever they want, and let's keep the chat box clean, guys, so that relevant questions are there and we don't miss out on any of those relevant questions. Yeah? Okay, cool. So now, since Karan has explained what a vision board is, right? We're going to go into how to make one, right? So there's a certain process that will give you the best result here, okay? So here we go. Step one is calm environment. Sit in a very, very calm environment. Just you and your thoughts, nothing else, no distractions, no extra thoughts, just very productive and happy, positive thoughts. So whatever you need to do to be able to achieve that, do that. If you think some soothing music would help, put that on. Anything, maybe some nice lighting would help you. Whatever works for you, do that. Basically, it's just about really getting into the mood, okay? So once you have achieved that, Then you go on to step 2, which is now you start to meditate, you start to think about your aspirations, your goals, what do you want to be, what do you want to do, from the smallest to the biggest thing, every single thing, whatever's coming into your mind, because you're now thinking just the positives, all the good things are going to come into your mind, right? So think about everything and make sure you have them in clear words. So clear words meaning you can describe it in words, okay? So it should not be vague. So think about it till you can get clear words to describe it. Now, once you have those clear words in your mind, step 3 is to write them down. Simple. If you fill in a whole journal, that's good. It does not matter. Don't think about how much you're writing. If you have simply 5 things, that's also good. You don't need to think about who is writing how much, or okay, maybe somebody may have 50 things and you have 5 things. That's fine. It's your life. Once again, like Karan said, this is your sacred space. Okay. So you're not comparing it to anybody else. It's just for you to see, just for you to follow. That's it. Okay. So once you've written it down, okay, now we think of how to visually represent it. Okay. So there are many ways to do that. You can draw if you like to draw. You can make quick doodles, stick figure doodles if you want, or you can look for pictures off the internet. You've got Google, you've got Pinterest, you've got Instagram. There's so many ways you can find photos, right? So find whatever visual representation you like, whatever works for you. Look for that. But just be very careful that you are finding the visuals that best describe your goals. So you do need to look for visuals very carefully. Okay, so there could be many ways to do this, but we're going to talk about 2 ways today. Okay, so one could be your goal plus your journey. Okay, so for example, here, like in the pictures, you can see, let's say just hypothetically, if you want to go to Paris for a trip, okay, so you put the pictures of wherever you want to go, okay, and also now if you want to go there, you obviously going to need a certain amount, a certain amount of money that you will need, right? So now put that amount, calculate it, think of everything you may want to do there, put that amount right there. So you're not only thinking of that distant dream of going to Paris, you're being very realistic about it. So you need that amount. So if you put the amount next to it, you're going to start working towards the amount, correct? And if there are any other conditions that you feel you may need to be able to go to Paris or for your goal, put all of that there, right? So it's this the journey pictures, they will help you. Why? Because we all have days when we're really feeling low or feeling really overwhelmed with everything, and those are the days when we find our goals really daunting. We're pretty scared of our goals. Are we ever going to achieve it? How am I going to achieve it? And then we go into a whole negative spiral, right? So to prevent that, or to even cope with it if it starts, okay, what do? You look at your journey pictures, okay? So like here, if you're wanting to go for a trip, you can put that. Or let's say if you are wanting to start a big garden in your house, okay? Now you may have just one tiny pot today, okay? With one little leaf coming out of it, that's it. But what do? Your aim is to have a huge garden on your balcony or anywhere, okay? But that's a distant dream right now. So put pictures of how you're going to achieve it. The days when you need extra motivation, look at the journey pictures and look at the goal. The days when the goal pictures are going to help you, perfect. That's one way to put the journey and the goal. Okay. Another way is to visualize yourself having achieved it already. For example, if let's say you want to, if let's say you're an artist, like this picture here, okay, you want to sell your painting, okay, and you take a picture, very nice picture of your painting, and put a sold sign on it. It's already achieved. Your goal has been achieved, right? Let's say you want to learn to play the drums or guitar. What do? Take a picture of yourself and put a guitar or a drum set in front of you. So you're already doing it. We have apps like Canva. We have software like Photoshop, Illustrator. There's so much you can do. You can even draw it if you don't want to use any of these apps. It's entirely up to you. Bottom line, visualize what your goal would look like once it's achieved and put that there. So every day when you look at it, you will already be walking towards it. Even subconsciously, you'll make decisions. You won't even realize you're making those decisions, but you would be walking towards it every single day. So, and also, let's say you want to publish a book. Okay, so we talked about instruments and we talked about art. Let's say you want to publish a book. What do? You simply print out your cover page, put a 5-star rating, okay, and just put it up on your vision board. That's your end goal. You're looking at it every day. You're going to be motivated to do it every day. Okay, so 2 questions you need to ask yourself to be able to, yes, you can merge the 2 types. Yes, Kathy, of course. Once again, these are only suggestions. It will only be your plan. It's your sacred space. Today, we're only giving you various techniques and ideas. That's it. It's up to you what you want to do. So coming back to this, ask yourself 2 questions, okay? What would your goal look like when it's achieved? Okay, that's how you understand what pictures to choose and how to make your vision board the best for yourself. Okay. Second, what would your journey look like? What would the steps be? What would the process be? Now pick out pictures or drawings or any visual representation for those journey pictures. So these are 2 things that if you do these things, I think it would make it much easier for you. And it'll help you on any kind of day, whether a happy day or a low day, any day. Okay. Okay. So now let's go on to the materials required. So up till here, what I said, it was more or less like, staying calm and writing them down and the visual representation. These are tried and tested. They're definitely going to help you. Okay. It will help you get the best vision board out of you. Now, moving from here, okay, we're going to talk about different material required. These are now only examples. These are only suggestions. Once again, it's your sacred space. If you're not an artsy person, you do not need to think that this is an art project. It's not an art project. If you only want it to be very simple, make it simple, okay? It's just about what you want. You are trying to just do it for yourself. You're not impressing anybody else. It's not for anybody else to see if you don't want anybody else to see it. So do whatever will help you, whatever will instill that excitement, that motivation in you. That's all. So if you are, like I said, not an artsy person, you want to just keep it very simple, a pen and a paper, just simple words, that's fine. You want to use color, use color. You don't want to use color, don't use color, simple. If you want to go, if you are not very artsy, but you like doodling, like we sometimes mindlessly doodle here and there, you like doing that just as you're thinking, do that. Make a few doodles. Still, the focus is still on the text, so do what you like. Or if you want to go a little more, a little artsy, but not very artsy, you can do something like this, a little embellishment. Now, one more thing I want to just, like I said earlier, if you have 5 things on your list and somebody else may have 50 things, don't compare. Never compare. Your life and anybody else's life is never the same. So your vision board and anybody else's vision board cannot be the same. It should not be the same. Your vision board is for your life. So if you have 5 things, if you have 2 things, stick to those 2 things and be very happy with those 2 things because you wrote them down and you know you're going to do them. That's all. Okay, so if you are a little artsy and you like a lot of pictures and a lot of text and colors, you can do something like this, make a collage, okay? You don't only need to put pictures. Pictures, of course, you can find on Google, Instagram, Pinterest, anywhere, okay? You don't only need to use pictures. You can also use fabric. You can draw and paint over it. You can use, let's say, you can use some ticket stubs from anywhere, from a festival or from a concert that you went to, and you may want to go again, or anything. And let's say, for example, you are a home baker or you are wanting to start a bakery. Okay, what do? Add a scent. I would suggest maybe even just sticking a cinnamon stick over there, so you're smelling it every single day. And then you're being reminded, this is what I want to smell so many months from now, so many days from now in my bakery, every single day. This is what I want to smell. That smell is going to help you. So you're not limited to just pictures or words. You're not. You can use anything you want. Like Karan mentioned, a band, anything, whatever helps you connect to your end goal, your vision, whatever your vision may be for anything. So do that. Use anything you want. And like here, you can see they've used the word strengthen, and so many they've put big words together. Why? Because these kind of words, they're going to tie your goals together. For example, let's say if we think of the word adventure, okay? So the word adventure can help you tie in travel, can help you tie in a business venture, new business venture, can help you tie in a partner, a new partner, or something you want to do with a partner. So think of words like that, which will tie your goals together. For example, let's say dedication and self-confidence and consistency. Now, these are words that can tie in all goals together, because you do need to be dedicated, you do need to be consistent with all of them. So whether it's school, whether it's college or a job or any project or any new habit you're wanting to establish, put these words together. These words will actually help you to become that when you see it every day. So now, this is if you want to do a physical vision board. Now, let's say if you are more into digital stuff, then you use softwares like Paint and Photoshop, and there's this really cool app, Canva. It's on your phone, it's on the desktop. It's awesome. You will find so many pictures there. You will find so many texts there. There's a lot you can do on that. Okay, but if you do make a digital one, do print it out just for, if you don't look at your laptop someday or anything, you don't look at the digital one, you have a printout in front of you. Okay, so do print it out once you have made it on the digital thing. Okay, so, and like I said, it's yours. It's completely yours. So just do it. It does not matter how you're doing it. It does not matter what material you're using. It does not matter how many things you're putting on it. It is for you. You do not need to show it to anybody. You actually don't need to show it to anybody if you don't want to. It's just for your eyes if that's what you want. Just do it. Do whatever is easy for you. Simple. Okay, so before we move on, let's say if you are thinking of how to arrange pictures, there's no right and wrong. Like we saw right now, so many different ways to make a vision board, and that's it. It's what comes from within you. Let your feelings guide you. If, let's say, you're a very organized person, make it a very organized, structured, arrange it in your way. If you are a more spontaneous person, if you like things more messy, go wild. It does not matter. It's entirely up to you what you want and how you want it. Simple. Okay. So where to keep it? Where to keep it? On the right here, you can see with the big circle, do not do that. Do not put it under a pile of books. Do not stuff it in the back of your drawer where you will not see it. Otherwise, it's just going to be like one of your New Year resolutions. Then we're going to do it for a week and then forget it. Out of sight, out of mind. No, the idea is to keep it in your sight all the time, every single day. So even if you think you may forget to see it someday, put it somewhere where you won't even need to remember to see it. Put it as the wallpaper of your laptop, as a wallpaper of your phone, put it up on the wall somewhere, put it up on your door, anywhere, on a pinup board, anywhere. Just someplace that you know you will see every day. And you won't need to make an effort. Okay, I need to go and look at this. No, you just go there, it's right in front of you. So make life easy for yourself that way. Put it somewhere where you know you will see it. Okay, so now that's it for me. If any of you have any experiences you already made, vision boards or anything similar to vision boards, we would love to hear your experiences. And actually, we'll start off with Smriti. So Smriti Agarwal, she is part of our team. She is part of the ES team. She is an integral part of the team. She is a beautiful soul, and I'm so happy to call her my friend. And she is a very talented baker, and she's a complete inspiration. So she has something she'd like to share with you. Hi, Smriti.
Hi, Nicole. Thank you for the introduction. And hi, guys. I want to share my experience with you all. I didn't know what a vision board is all about before this session, but yes, I used to make I had a habit of maintaining a gratitude journal daily, and with a positive mindset, with a positive attitude, I listed out some goals that I wanted to achieve in 2020 back in 2019. So, but I listed so many things, and four of them were like I wanted to go for a dietitian course. I wanted to earn money, start earning money, and I want to practice more of my passion. I wanted to have a blog, start a blog, and have a good content, have a good number of followers. But then this COVID thing happened. We couldn't go out. I couldn't go for the course, and I couldn't find myself a job. But I didn't let myself down. I kept that positivity with me. I kept finding ways. I didn't give up. I kept finding ways. So I started with food blogging. Baking is has always been my passion, and I loved baking. So I started food blogging, and later on I turned it into my profession. Now I'm a home baker, and I'm so happy. Like although I couldn't achieve all the goals I said, but I'm happy that I could achieve this much in such a tough year. It has been a tough year for each and every person now. But yes, I did achieve so many things in such a tough year, and I turned my passion into my profession. That was the biggest achievement for me in 2020, and I started earning, and I get good content for my page. Yes, I have very few followers, but it is really nice for me as a beginner. So somehow, not as I thought I'll do, but somehow all the goals that I set for myself, I achieved it in a different way, but in a positive way, for which I'm really happy that I could do. And that was because I kept that positive mindset for myself. Some way I have to achieve it. And for 2021, instead of just noting them all, I've planned after this session, of course, learning so much about making a vision board. I'll surely make a vision board for myself, and I find motivation daily every single day when I see it on my decks every day, and I find ways. Like I could have gone for a online dietitian course, but I didn't had so much of clarity. But after making a vision board, keeping that would be in front of me every day, every single day, I'll find it, and I'll surely make my board turn into reality. So this is my experience, which I wanted to share with you all.
Thanks, Yuti. I'm happy you shared, and I know you're going to achieve all that you set out to do. And as she was saying, part of her goal setting. So she did goal setting. She's going to try to do vision board, and even setting goals. That's the first step to a vision board is setting a goal, right? If you don't set a goal for yourself, you can't make a vision board, right? So the idea is we start with setting goals for ourselves, and then we make the vision board. Vision board is the physical representation which we see every day, which motivates us to do and achieve all the things in our list. A lot of questions. That's why I'm just retaking that. I know you'll have more questions, so let's get to it. I'm going to unmute a few of you guys. Let's have, give me a second. Isha, can you unmute yourself? You can quickly ask a question.
Yeah, hi, good morning. I wanted to ask, can we see a few samples of the ones that you guys must have done? That would be really helpful.
Okay, so Isha, like we mentioned, right? So Nicole shared some samples that were on the screen. Now those were taken from the net, right? The reason why I wouldn't want to show mine, like, is because it's a very personal thing. There are certain things which I don't want to share with anybody. And a vision board is a very, very personal thing. It's like, as I said, it's a very sacred place, Isha. So it's you. I don't have to feel any guilt. I don't have to feel any shame. I don't have to feel any fear. It's a very comfortable, calm space. It's my space. If you want to stop smoking, you can put that. You wouldn't put that out and show your parents that, maybe. I'm just giving an example, right? So there are certain things that you can put there to better yourself, which you may not want to tell the world, but you need to tell yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. And the idea is it is just for you, right? If you want to share, that's fine. There's no issues with that. But more often than not, you can never gain by example of someone else's. You have to understand yourself. So this whole month, Isha, we've been doing, I don't know, this whole year, of course, but particularly this month, we've done a self-care session every month. And we started with, are you thinking, overthinking, learning to enhance our well-being. We did time management skills. And now we're doing this vision board for the entire of 2021 and for the years to come. And what I'm trying to say through that, Isha, is that we need to first understand ourselves. If we don't know ourselves, I don't know I like music. If I don't know I like gardening, if I don't know I like a certain thing, I will not be able to put it in my vision board. If I see my neighbors or if I see my friends, my brothers, anyone, even someone who's close to me, who's like me, everyone's goals, everyone's dreams, everyone's visions are different. It'll come during in the next half of today's session. I'll reiterate this fact, but for your question, if you want, the examples which Nicole shared, all of these. Now, this is someone else's. For me, this image may not represent blueberries. I don't want blueberries, right? That is not healthy for me. That's not a food I like to eat. Or this, I'm not fair. This man doesn't represent me. So this image may not represent me, right? So an image has to be towards what makes you want to do something, and your goals and your dreams. So all these examples that we've shared are someone else's, but it may not resonate with you. Okay, so we're going to share why that is so to further answer your question. But a very good question. But as I said, you first understand yourself, Isha, and then make it for yourself. And do not feel that you have to meet a particular standard for your vision board. It can be just 5 things. It can be 2 things. It can be 1 thing. It's fine. Keep it in front of you. You don't have to compare with someone else. You start small, and then take it forward. Okay. I hope that answered your question. Let's have another one. Lakshmi, go ahead. You can quickly ask your question.
Yeah, this is more of a sharing experience than a question.
Okay.
Long before I knew, just now after this session, I came to know what is vision board actually. I used to think it as a goal board. Okay. I'm a very artistic person, and I used to be expressive. I used to be very expressive. But post marriage, many things happened. Domestic things happened, and I drew into my own shell. Okay. And people who knew before my marriage, they were like asking for more of written content. I used to write fan fictions and all. And also I used to do knitting, crochet, tatting, everything, lace making, everything. I was a multi-headed hydra, I guess, So, and then everything was stopped. My whole life was turning on my kids and my family and everything, and politics involved in it and everything, So once I went to my old college for reunion, there in the notice board, I saw the pinned up notices like coming up week, whatever is happening is going to happen. That moment, it struck me. Okay, why can't I do this? If I put it in a place where the kids can't touch it, like in a tall place, then I can manage somehow. So I thought, and I put an old the notebooks, backside of the the cardboard, whatever the notebook will be have. I took that up. I pinned up 2 pins, sari pins onto it, and I just stuck a note. Okay, this year I have to start writing again. Okay, and second thing was like 3 things I noted down. Second thing was I wanted to learn knitting, which was a bit over my head always. I was a bit scared to do that. And third one was I wanted to create a heirloom. As I'm an artist, I wanted to create a heirloom. Okay, to be honest, it was too much of asking for me. With just a newborn kid within hands, I couldn't handle all the goals. But yeah, I couldn't get back to writing as such. But then again, I did start learning knitting, but it took 5 years. In this Corona time only, I could learn knitting. And as to the heirloom, yes, I created cross-stitch pieces of portraits of few people who had asked me. And the moment I saw the smile lit up in their face, like they used to say that auntie and uncle, one aunt and uncle, they were like 80 plus. I just gave them the deceased son's photo, cross-stitched it, and I gave to them for the 80th birthday, And that thing I could do it because I constantly, whenever I used to wash clothes or whenever I used to wash utensils or anything, it was stuck in my hand, in my head, I could see it. I could see it always. I waited. Okay. So because of that, no, I could handle it somehow, and I do it. I started thinking ways to achieve it. Like 5 minutes when the kids used to nap, and when the kids used to go to school and everything. So somehow that board made me think of ways to manage that thing. So, thanks for the actual word vision
No,
board.
no, thanks for sharing, Lakshmi. And like you're saying, you call it a goal board, call it a vision board, call it anything. Don't call it anything. It's fine. It's yours. That's the whole idea. Is that we don't put labels to this. It's yours, right? You call it whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely fine. And Lakshmi, like I know you shared, and you've been for our sessions before, and uh, you know, I've if you're into art, if you're into writing, reach out to us, right? You have to make the action. If you can, if you want to write for a blog, come on board. We help you. That's the community, right? If you want to showcase your art, we'll help you on our YouTube channel. So the idea is that if you we are here to help you continue and pursue your passion or discover them as well. So thanks for sharing, Lakshmi. And like she said, there are different. You not always have all of them will come true, guys. That's not what I mean. We work towards the direction of, right. There are certain things that take a long time, a very long time. It's not something that you can do, or we think we can do. Like 2020 was tough. In general, life is tough. It's not about 2020. It's life is tough in general, right? And we think, okay, yeah, I'll do this year, I'll do that this year. It may not happen, but at least you move towards that direction. You made healthy habits. You worked towards it. It's become easier now than it was before, and that's what should give you happiness, right? And next time your goal will change, right? If you say I want to work I want to be this fit, or if I want to learn this instrument, right? You've learned a few chords. Now you know C chord, you know G chord, right? Now you don't have to learn that anymore, right? That's great. You've not learned the whole song, but you learn two chords. Be happy. You move towards it as long as you're practicing it every day. So thanks for sharing, Lakshmi. I hope you do reach out to us, and I know you've got your hands full. If we can help in any way, just let us know. Okay, so okay, I know all of you have a lot more questions. We're going to get right to it. I'm willing to stay back post the session, but I want to accomplish a few things. What we set out to do, just for the people who have had limited time, and have other commitments post 11 o'clock. I know Nitin, Pranjal, Akanksha, Ruchika, Shushmita. I know you'll have raised your hand. Sonal, we'll get to all your questions. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're not going to leave without answering everyone's questions today. So the idea is we want you all to achieve everything in 2021, and we're going to do it. So quick, I want to see if you're awake again. I want to see if you're as engaged. Very simple questions, 30 seconds. I want you to answer this question. You have less than 30 seconds, guys. It's the question is, what is your age? And the second question is, do you wish to get fit in 2021? Okay, we have 30 seconds. Questions are very simple. Like you should, it's fine. You don't have to give us a specific age, just which one you fit under. We still have 300 plus. And wow, already 250 have answered in 26 seconds. Great. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to share the result actually. 30 seconds are up, guys. And believe it or not, we have had 300 people here. Out of it, say a lot of you answered, and 100% of you all want to get fit in 2021. Okay, but all of you are in different age groups. Okay, there's 10% of you in a particular age group, 25, 23, 16, 27, right? You all are spread across every single age group. That is, you're young, below 18, you're getting to know yourself, 18 to 21, 22 to 25, 26 to 30, you're just getting a new job, or you're 31 plus, right? Across the spectrum, as you can see, but you all have the same goal for 2021. Whether you'll have actively thought about it or not, if it's a resolution, you'll have set a goal, board, chart, sheet. The idea is you'll want to get fit. You'll want to do something, right? 100%. This numbers don't lie, right? 100% want to get fit. And that's what I was trying to explain to Isha earlier, is that, right? We are similar in this way, correct? So we are similar, but we are unique. We all have fingers. We all have fingerprints, but our fingerprints are different, correct? Our fingerprints are unique. We all want to do certain things, but what we want to do is very different than the next person. And that is why you can't copy someone else's vision board. That's why I can't give you कि अरे आप ये draw करो, यहाँ पे left में ये करो, यहाँ पे right में ये करो. No, I can't. I can't do that. Is because I can only show you the door. You have to go through it. If I have to only give you the tools, you have to use it. You have to use it again, right? So another one to reiterate the point, another poll, guys. I hope you're having fun with these polls. So there's another one to further the point I was trying to make, is that they're going to share 5 images on the screen. Okay, which image closely represents your 2021 goal for fitness? 100% remember, 100% said that you all want to get fit in 2021. Okay, 100%. That's 300 of y'all want to get fit in 2021 across all age groups. Okay, but now I'm giving you all 5 images. I want you all to tell me, what was your goal? What did you first think of when you said, I want to get fit in 2021? What is the first thing that you thought of? Okay, quickly, guys. We don't have much time. Don't think too much. Y'all are taking too long. As I said, we have limited time. I'd love to do this with you guys over a long weekend, aram se in a park somewhere. But as I said, we are here. So, okay, most of y'all have answered. I'm going to share the results. Okay, so let's go slow. We were spread across all age groups. Okay, although we were spread across all age groups, 100% of us had the same goal. But suddenly, that same goal is different for different people. As you can see, 20% want, maybe lose weight or inches. 10% want to swim more, or learn how to swim. About 15% want to cycle. 9% want to sort of maybe go to the gym. 43% maybe stretch, yoga, just better well-being in terms of physical fitness. That's a big number. And 5% is none, like not even anything from here. So we suddenly got broken up, right, into different streams of what we want to do. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that we are similar, okay, but we are unique, okay? We all have the same abilities, okay? Like we said, we all have the same abilities, but we all are limited by certain limitations. We all have certain, Lakshmi said that she's got kids, she's formed a new life. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just what her condition is, and she has to work within that condition. And she said, oh, I could do one thing. I'm happy I could do knitting. I'm happy I could do, last week she said she could do birding. She spotted 100 birds because of her sessions. It makes me happy, right? So the goals are different for different people, right? So you are unique, your goals are unique. And what I mean to say is, like, for example, we took the example of fitness, right? So suppose we all want to go running. Okay, now within that, you're breaking it further, right? You're breaking it further. Suppose running was one goal for fitness someone has. Like someone said, gym, weight, whatever. You say running. Now someone's goal may be just to start running. Okay. So the vision board, coming back to the vision board, the reason why I'm explaining to you is, pick an image, like Nicole said, pick an image that represents your vision, your end goal, or what will motivate you. So if I want to start running, maybe this image works for me, right? But maybe I want to start running a marathon. My goal is different than the next person. For me, running is not going to do it for me. I need a number bib. I need one of those things like, okay, marathon, I'm running something, right? Or if you're already running, you want to run under 2 hours. You've already done under 3 hours or 2.5 hours. Now you want to run under 2 hours. So this image might work for you. And, if you want, you can even sort of replace your image on someone else's image. Like she said, you spin up boards. Just put your image here instead of these guys, if you want, right? It's fine. Or write something. It's all the same, right? Make it yours. Don't feel like, oh, what will someone think? The image has to represent and motivate you. The idea is motivation. It has to motivate you to achieve your goals. Okay. So pick the right image. This is the important point of making a vision board, right? First, we thought, and now we are picking the right image. Okay. What images do we put on our board? Okay. A similar example, wherever I am, you'll find a mountain, by the way. So I love mountain examples. I miss the mountains, guys, by the way. But so some people may want to just start hiking, okay? And, prayer flags is something that always puts you back to the Himalayas for me. So for me, a prayer flag will say, I need to go back to mountains, just to start hiking. For someone, it could be hike every month. And for that, you could, use an image like this, or you could, even type like 1 month, or type monthly, whatever, right? So the idea is that you you can customize it, make it your own, right? Draw, tag, put whatever you want. Or for someone, climbing Mount Everest is a goal. Goals are different. We all have to identify our goals, right? Identify what time restrictions we have, identify what scenario we are in, and within that, what we can achieve. Okay. So that's what this whole point was trying to do, is trying to help you understand what all you can do, and pick the right images, because picking the right image is imperative. Very, very, very imperative, very important. Okay. So, okay. Okay. We can get started with us. I know. Okay. We have some time. Great. All right. Let's do one thing. Let's summarize and get started with yours. I know you'll have questions. We'll get to it post this. So what did I tell you? Why does a vision board work? Is because it forces you to pause. So if y'all would like, I'd like you all to try something with me. Okay. I'd like you all to sit back wherever you all are sitting. I know Nitin's sitting in a car, you're sitting in your chair, you're sitting wherever you are. Just sit back, keep your back straight, and shut your eyes. Okay. I want you all to do this with me. We won't take much time. Okay. This is just for you to understand what you all can do after the session to get started on your vision board after the session. We're giving you the tools, remember. Okay. Sit back, keep your back straight, shut your eyes. Okay. And breathe in through your nose to the count of 4, and breathe out through your mouth to the count of 6. Okay. So we go breathe in through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue this for the next 2 minutes. You're going to breathe in through the nose, 2, 3, 4. You're going to breathe out through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Now, while you're breathing in your nose, I want you all to imagine a flower in your mind. Continue breathing, guys. Now, this flower can be any shape, any form, any color. Just hold the image of this flower in your mind while you're breathing in through the nose and breathing out through your mouth. Great. Now, with your next inhalation, I want you all to take a deep breathe in through your nose and imagine that the flower is moving towards you gently, and you're sort of smelling the beautiful smell of this flower. You're breathing in through your nose, 2, 3, 4. And when you're breathing out through your mouth, imagine you're gently pushing the flower away from you. It's a slight sway towards you while you're smelling the flower, and pushing out, swaying away from you while you're breathing out. We're going to try this again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice how gently the flower moves towards you. Can you actually smell the flower? And while the flower is moving away from you, can you hear any sounds? Can you see the leaves flutter? Can you see the petals move? I'm going to be silent for the next 10 seconds. I want you to do the same thing. Breathe in through the nose to the count of 4. Breathe out through the mouth to the count of 6. Now, I want you all to use your hands and cover your eyes. Continue breathing. The next exhalation, I want you all to gently open your eyes while keeping your hands on your faces. And whenever you guys are ready, I want you all to leave your hands and bring it back beside you in a comfortable position. So what the pause allows us to do As you can see through my voice, I've got relaxed. I'm not speaking as fast as before. It's just to sort of be in a centered position, clear our thoughts, and start afresh. Think big, think clean, think pure. Okay? So you all need to pause whenever you'll make this after the session. I want you all to pause first, like with music, without music, it doesn't matter. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, but pause. Be in the present. Okay. Once in the present, I asked you all to get your book, right? And I asked you all to get a book that inspires you to write, and I have my book here. I show this all the time. This book, as I said, Enlightened Sapiens, I achieved in 2020 this year, but it took me 2.5 years to do this. There are over 300 pages in this, right? So a book goes a long way to, visualize your goals and write further of your daily activities. Like Smriti also said, gratitude journals. There are many things you can do with a book. So open your first page of your book. You're going to make your first few entries. If you don't have a book right now, it's fine. Just a paper and pen is okay. And we're going to think together. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to write different goals on the first page of our new book. Okay. If you don't have a book right now, as I said, you can do this later. We're going to do this only for 2 minutes right now. Okay. As I said, we're just showing you the tools. We're not making the entire vision board right now because it's something personal you'll have to make on your own. Right. But I'm just giving you the different steps that you can use. So don't look at this list if you don't want to. It's fine. Just we've paused. We are in a good space. I'm going to give us 2 minutes. I want each of us to write all the goals that we want to achieve. Just write all the goals. Don't first thing that comes to your mind, just keep listing it down. And if you feel you're done, you can look at this list and then think further on the different goals that you want. Okay, we have 2 minutes. We are in a good space. We are calm. We are centered. We want to think progressive. We want to think of all the things that will make us happy. All the things we wanted to achieve. All the things we want to do. The person we want to be. The things we want. You're looking at physical and health goals. Think about how fit you want to be. If you want to get into play a sport, you want to lose certain inches, you want to lose your weight, whatever your goal is, gain weight. Relationship goals. If you want to spend more time with your mother, your father, your sister, your family, your loved ones, your friends, how you want to spend the time. What do you want to do? Do you want to play board games? Do you want to go for movies? What do you want to do with them? Personal development goals, that's whatever you need. You want to become a confident speaker, you want to break away from certain fears. A lot of us are young here. As we realized, educational goals, you can have career goals, where you want to be, which university you want to go to, how much money you need to save, to earn. Spiritual goals is what Enlightened Sapiens came about for me. Spiritual goal to me is how kind you are, what you want to do to give back, right? And I think it's important to have this as a goal because, if we help others, if we sort of once we can understand ourselves and help others as well. So find out things how you can help others. That's a spiritual goal. And experiential goal, if you want to take a vacation, you want to learn an instrument, you want to garden, clean the beach at Chapati. It's an experience. Just make sure that you think of all the things you want to do. Okay, we've gone over 2 minutes. I wish I could give you guys a lot of time for this. I'm sorry. I really am. But we have limited time. I want you all to go back and learn and rethink of this when you're in the space of your own. But what we're going to do next is flip the page. Okay, maybe I'll have written 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. Again, like I said, do not compare with anyone else. It's yours and it's only for you. I want you all to take the next page, okay, and now visualize, okay. And how we're going to visualize is, that's 3 steps. We paused, now we thought, now we're going to visualize, right? So now we're going to draw a center in the center of your page. It's a new page, it's a blank page. Draw a center in the center of your page. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, no compass is required. Just a rough circle of any form. Dilbag had taught us a month ago, I think, on when he taught calligraphy, how to draw circles. But you can draw a circle on the page. And now I want you all to go back to your goals, whatever you've written. And now pick up. My question was, note down your goals. Now my question is, I want you to place your goals for 2021 around this circle. Okay? In any format, any order. Again, remember, this is not your vision board. This is just what you can do post the session. But right now, I want you all to do this activity with me because I think it will help. Place your goals which you think are realistic that you can achieve. Think of, like Lakshmi mentioned, there are certain, she has kids, there are family, there's other commitments that you have. There are things that you can't do. If you're a student, you're studying full day, how much can you do? Right? We have only 24 hours in a day, 8 hours. Breaking it out simply, 8 hours we work, 8 hours we play, 8 hours we sleep. There's only so much time. Something has to give. You have to make time. So think about your time. Think about things you want to do daily. Like you want to be fit, make sure that you do daily and say, okay, I like getting fit daily. Think about, okay, what I can do weekly. I can garden every Sunday. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to garden every day. It's fine. You note down what you can do in your time. We did a time management session last weekend also, right? Understand yourself, things that you can do monthly, a volunteer for an NGO, like I said, clean the beach, do stuff. Find your spirituality, find your core of what you can do to help society, help give back, like Nicole, Smriti, Rushali, Jennifer, all these guys have been doing for Enlightened Sapiens. They've been giving back with their precious time, their effort, their mind space, right? So put that in a month. Once a month is enough for that. Put something that you can do yearly, certain benchmark of money that you want to earn or save, or trip that you want to take. Okay, so be specific, be realistic. Okay, but don't make it too easy, but don't make it too difficult either. Right? We're not something that we can't achieve for sure. Right? Like it's not like, oh, I'm back to my mountain. I can't climb Mount Everest next year. Many reasons why. Of course, I also have a kid. I just recently had a beautiful daughter. I can't pick up and leave as much as I could earlier. And the other things, I have work commitments, I have Enlightened Sapiens. There are many things I have right now. And I can plan for maybe 2, 3, 4 years, whenever. I have to figure that out. But I can take the steps. I can say, oh, wait, I can get fit. I can improve my fitness. So these are the goals. These are the steps I can put in for my larger vision. But right now, I want to place only your 2021 goals around this circle. Okay? I hope you guys are with me. I can see a lot of nice comments on the chat. Thank you all for your beautiful comments. I'm happy you all are enjoying. Okay, so let's now do something. Okay, I promise you there's a reason for this. Okay, and I want you all to draw in the center. We've kept a blank space. Okay, I want you all to draw the Enlightened Sapiens mark in the center. I'll tell you why. Right? Hopefully I made sense throughout. Bear with me, and why I'm making you draw and this mark in the center. Now this mark is, as you can see, if you've not read or heard what we've been doing, it's sort of a rough freehand. I drew this on paint myself. Okay, I visualized this actually in this book 2.5 years ago, and somehow it came true. And this, I couldn't do anything else but keep this as the look, that mark or logo for what I've set out to do. And it represents many things, but it's a very simplistic thing. You can put just 3 triangles and 2 dots. As you can see, just scribble, put 3 lines and 2 dots, make any form, don't feel afraid to completely burger this up, completely change what this form is, make it straight, make it diagonal, make squares instead of triangles, do what you want, right? We say this example, when you do a Ganpati, you're not afraid of how you represent it, right? You make any color, any form. So make any form, but put an element of yourself, right? And why am I telling you to do? I want you to do this right now. It's not going to take you time. You don't know how to draw. Just put 3 lines and 2 circles, okay? As you can see, I'll give you some examples if you need. This one in the center, my cousin actually made that. She's in San Francisco, and she loves science and she loves music. So as you can see, there's music in the center for the 3 lines, and there's pi, that's and that's science. So she loves science and music, and that's the Enlightened Sapiens logo is that for her. This guy, another friend of mine, loves food. Okay, so he's a food blogger, and he said, okay, I'm going to use pizzas and ketchup, right? So to make the logo, so do what you want. Your third eye, what it reminds you of. This is like a third eye, but there's still circles in it. And direction, this is also three lines and triangles and circles. Enlightened or it could be as simple as this, as you said, right? Like just break it up. It could be squares if you need it, right? It could remind you of a version of yourself. Like I said, put yourself in it, put your soul in it, right? Understand yourself. Coming back to that, you have to understand who you are and represent yourself with that right now. And I'm going to ask you all if you all want to show it to me. It'll be great. If not, it's fine. Let's see if you all want to put your videos on and show this to me, and we can share this with everyone. Let's stop sharing the screen. Actually, let's see if people want to show. If you don't want to show your goals, it's fine. You want to show the mark, it's okay. Let's wait. Let's do something. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Great. So as you said, it's 3 lines and a circle. That's great. Perfect. 3 triangles and 2 circles. It could be any form, remember, right? So we have, great. So now when you go back home and you're making your vision board, okay, oh wow, someone's used color also. Great, Sonali, that's amazing, right? So in such a short time, she used, and maybe that's her, whatever the yellow means, whatever the P means, it's for her. It's not for me. I may not get it, but she is, it's her version of it, correct? And that's what we're trying to do is find versions of ourselves. And we said we are unique, right? We said we all are unique in our own way, right? So she's drawn some leaves here. Sorry, Isha has drawn leaves. So, use your version, put yourself into it. And don't worry if you don't want to show. I'm going to stop this spotlight. This was impromptu, honestly. I didn't plan on doing this, but a lot of you had created, so I just wanted to share is that put your version. And the reason why I'm telling you to put your version in it is, like I was trying to say, is that it should remind you, you're going to see this every day for the full year, every single day for the full year. And this in the center of what you're creating should remind you that we all are unique. We have unique abilities. As I said, our fingerprints are unique. We have unique goals, unique wants, and we're special in our own way. Each one has their own skill. Nicole is good at art, Smriti is good at baking. I'm good at whatever I do. I don't know. There are many and there are many things people are good at, right? And you got to find out what you're good at, right? And that's what it is. You put yourself in it, and also should remind you that you're a fraction of what you're capable of, right? We're capable of much more than what we are doing today. It's a hard fact that, there's a lot more we can do with our time, with our lives, and we're capable. We can go beyond ourselves, right? I keep saying this, and it's what this mark. Honestly, I can take a whole session on what this 3 triangles and 2 circles and this mark means to me, and in general. So, but I want you all to remember that it should remind you of a fraction of what you're capable of, right? And to be really mindful of who you are and your actions, right? So today, you all have drawn 3 lines and 2 dots, or you'll have drawn leaves like Isha did, or you'll have drawn the P and the sun or yellow thing that Sonali did, right? Today you're in this mind space. Tomorrow you'll be in another mind space. It will grow with you. It will change with you, right? And so you're going to be mindful. What mindful is, you're going to be aware of what your actions were then and what it is now. And that's what this center will grow with you. And that's your motivation, right? To know that what you can do, what you are, is and strive to be a better version of yourself, try to better yourself. And that's what this center is. That's why I wanted you to do this. Put yourself in it. As I said, make it yours, right? And it will keep you motivated through all the other things that you create. So yeah, and that sort of brings us to the end of the knowledge part of the session in that sense, and explaining. We've gone 10 minutes over time already. I'd still like, if you all have questions, as I said, I don't want to leave without answering most of you all. So I can give you all other ways to get in touch with us. But so if you have any questions, let us know. For those who have joined late, I just read some people who, it's on YouTube, guys. You all can check it out on YouTube. I'm keeping this live. for a while. I guess it's going to be on till the new year. I'll get to that later. So, okay, any questions? Let's quickly take them. There are a lot of people have other commitments. There's still a good number of us, 250 plus here. So let's, Purni, Darshan. Okay, go ahead. Can quickly ask a question, share your experience, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
thank you so much. So, I was actually aware of what vision board is, but the way you explained it and the way you took this whole session was really amazing because it made me understand more about vision board. And finally, I got to know how to create a vision board because I was so confused. I have already seen a lot of samples in the internet, so I was so confused, and now I came up with broad categories of what should be present in my vision board, and maybe I'm just in the fire to create one for me. So I think this is the right time to make some meeting or discussion on this kind of topic because it's going to be a new year. So I really like this timing. So my question is. Um, should it be a time oriented goal? For example, if I say it's going to be my 2021 vision board, should all the visions and goals present in the vision board be completed in 2021, or it can a few can also be a long time goals like 2 or 5 years goal? Can it be that also?
Of course, see, there are, honestly, vision board is such, as I said, there's no hard science to this in terms of like, oh, this is the rules. I shared the way what helped me. Honestly, 2020 was, I keep saying this was a very productive year for me. I don't think I could have done a lot of things if I didn't have this thing staring at me. I kept it inside my cupboard, by the way. Right? So I opened my cupboard. It's private. No one sees it except me, of course. And it was in the inside of my cupboard. Every day I saw it. And to answer your question, people make vision boards for businesses. People make vision boards for a single year, a month, 5 years, 10 years. So put your timeline and work, make that within that timeline. So you know that, okay, this is my yearly, right? So for me, I made a 2020 vision board and that was my 2020. Now when I'm moving to 2021, I'm going to see, oh, wait, I got fit. I could I read so many books. I played so much table tennis. Stopped. Unplugged in this format. I launched Enlightened Sapiens. Now what? Now what I want to do next, right? So then I have the next batch, and there will be carry forward. There will be certain things which are your core. That's why I said that center is your core. So certain things like fitness will happen every year. Certain things like meditation could happen every year. Certain things like spending time with your family and your friends will happen every year. But how you want to change it, right? So this year I said, oh, I want to make sure I go for a vacation with my family. Or next year I'll say, oh wait, I want to do something else with them. I want to go for every month. I want to go for a movie or play games at home or have an open conversation with them. Whatever your goal is, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
so you have to set that timeline in that sense,
Okay.
and it's fine if you don't achieve it, guys. It's you're moving in the right direction, correct? That's the most important part. And like I said, that core, the center is you. That's your enlightened version of yourself, and that is going to help you remind you that you're changing. You're constantly learning. You're constantly changing. You're trying to be a better version of yourself.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thanks,
it
Purni.
clarified my doubt. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Purni.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll take more questions, guys. I know we are short on time. Let's take a few, and I'm going to show you all ways to reach out to us and post the session. Okay, so Farhan, if you have a question, you can quickly let us know. You can unmute yourself, Farhan Patel.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Farhan.
Hello.
Yes, Farhan, we can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, let's go to Nitin Jain. He's been in the car. I know. I'm sorry, Nitin. We couldn't take your question earlier. You've gotten out of the car now.
Oh, it's very hot, I'm sweating. Just give me a second. I'll go inside so that I'm audible.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can ask a question or share your experience. It's fine.
Yeah. So, firstly, I have an experience which is magical as far as that experience is concerned. Last year, 17th October 2019, I took 2 packets of the brand Turtle, which Ayushman Khurrana is the brand ambassador of. I just took packets. Shirt मेरे को खरीदना नहीं था, बहुत महंगा था. And I took those packets and kind of sticked it in my room. and I wanted to perform with him. So I'm into anchoring with comedy and magic, and I wanted to perform. I ended up performing with him 11th January 2020, like just 70 days after that. And I exactly performed the way I wanted. I wanted him to tell that, hey, let's hug on stage. And it happened twice. And that level of clarity of what exactly needs to happen on stage was in my head for, I'll get emotional, no. So I was playing in my head for like 20 days. I was confirmed for that show on 15th of December. And it was like a CD player running in my head. So when I performed in Pune, it was like इतना बार हो चुका है वो उस दिन तो कुछ feel ही नहीं हो रहा था.
Absolutely.
So that is my visualization का experience. But I think I have a vision board, but I'm unable to set deadlines.
Yeah.
Or maybe vague deadlines, like शायद achieve now.
So Nitin, a lot of people have this question. So the thing is, this is going to get you started setting goals, right? Now, deadlines is another topic and issue altogether. So all of you guys who are still with us, just bear with us. We'll take a few questions, but it's important that, so with deadlines is that you need to understand time, okay? And time is a very important resource. I keep telling this to people for the last 2.5 years is my only thing I was trading in was time. I was just trying to understand how I can make time and what time expands my time, right? So for me, I, going for a run, make sure that I'm pumped and I have the rest of the day I'm not low, I'm eating right, so I'm trying to find ways that expands my time, or I'm gaining more experience when I'm in a mountain or when I'm unplugged and I'm not constantly looking at 10 things. So I made sure I understood what value of time was, honestly, so that then you have to set your spaces within your routine of how much time you can achieve these things, right? So the deadlines will be only achievable if you're realistic about it and you know what the value of that time is or how long you're going to set it. So it's a tough question. Don't worry. But you have to just be more mindful of how much time you're spending. I woke up at 5:30 every single day from March 18 this year. I still do. Okay. And the only reason is because I knew that it was the Enlightened Sapiens was on my vision board. And I said, wait, I anyways plan to take 3 months off, by the way, guys. I plan to take 3 months as in not off, as in I have work I do. And I said, okay, wait, I made sure that my work and routine would be aligned during the lean season that I could launch Enlightened Sapiens. And when this lockdown happened, I said, okay, fine, let's make use of this time. So I woke up at 5:30 from March 18 till today. And I did birding, gardening, launched ES. I still work, guys, by the way. And there's so many things I can do, right? And so it's the value of time. You'll all have to first understand the value of time. But don't think too much about it. Don't get stressed with what I said. Reach out to me if you'll have any questions. Just make your vision. Yeah.
Sorry, is there a process of looking at that cardboard or a vision board which I have every single morning? Like, should I sit and look at it for 15 minutes and visualize, like that show which I visualized every single day?
Yeah.
It became like a CD player.
That's up to you, Nitin. If you want to sit and visualize it and concentrate on it, so be it. But basically, subconsciously, you're anyway seeing it. If it's in the back of your cupboard or your pin-up board, your subconscious, it's in your subconscious. You're going to move in that direction, right? When I knew that, okay, ES was part of my vision board and this lockdown thing happened, I said, wait, this is the time. This is when I can shine. This is when I can, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, I'll make use of this time. I get a bonus. So you'll align to it. Your decision-making becomes easier, okay? So that's where the time thing comes in. So Nitin, all the best in your venture again. Like I spoke to Lakshmi, if you want to use your skills in any way, reach out to us. We're a community. We're growing and we can use our skills to help each other out. That's the whole point of this whole thing. Okay, let's go to someone else. Janvi, you can unmute yourself. Sonal is also there. We're going to get to you. Sorry, we're going to get to as many people as we can. Janvi, any questions?
Hello.
Hi, Janvi.
Yeah, hi. So, first of all, I would like to thank you so much. Thank you, because it was actually very realistic and wonderful session. And my question is, like some people, students who live in hostel rooms don't have that much of privacy. So, but sometimes we want to keep it, something private. So, if we jumble the words of what we writing, but we jumble, does that affect on something?
Sorry. Can you give your question again? Sorry, Janvi, I didn't.
Yeah.
Can you ask the question again?
Yeah, if I like my goal, like I'm just giving the example, like my 2021 goal would be university topper or class topper, but I don't want to show it to other my class like roommates. So can I jumble the words?
Of course, as I said, when I made you make the ES mark, okay, and someone drew a P and that yellow dot, it makes no sense. It may not make sense to me, right? It's abstract. When I'll go back to it, okay? Now over here, if you can see, now this may not mean anything to you, this music bar and this thing, or this may not mean something to you, or these three people, you don't even know if they're three people, but she knows what it means. Nicole has made this, by the way. So she knows what this means, right? Or someone, you know, so the idea is that you can jumble it, but that's absolutely fine. But make sure that you know what it means, right? You have the deep meaning, sense of meaning to it, and that's what this whole thing is, right? So of course you can jumble it. It's yours. You can keep it anywhere and jumble everything as long as you can decrypt it. Correct?
Yeah. Thank you,
I
sir.
hope that answered your questions.
Yes.
Make it yours, Jani. That's the whole thing. As the way you want it. Put a cipher, and it's okay. Okay, Sonal, let's get to your question. And guys, we are pressed on time, and we have YouTube live that's happening also in 10 minutes. So I'm going to take Sonal's question, and then I'm going to show you all other ways to ask your question. So just stay with me for 5 more minutes. Sonal, if you can.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. And I really like this Enlightened Sapiens platform. And I'm really impressed by the activities you are taking. And it actually helped me also to open up something similar. But I've not done it. I don't know the proper procedure. Still, I'm working on it. So even I was like working on these workshop of microgreens and so. So what came into my mind is let us bring other people also who are interested in growing or like who have better knowledge than me into my platform so that they can show and even the people can benefit and even I can learn with them.
Absolutely.
So that's what I inspired from your platform.
I'm really grateful, Sonal. And again, like I'm saying, we are very collaborative, right? It's not like I want to be certain. We are a community. We can only grow together. Today, I couldn't do the session if not for Nicole, if not for Smriti, if not for Jennifer, if not for Roshali. Everyone's helped in their own way, right? And whenever we have a knowledge partner, they have something to contribute, and we have something to contribute, right? But the idea is that we reach out to people like all, the Isha, Juis, Janvis, all of them who've learned something today, and making sure that they grow as a person, they learn. And so yeah, if you want any way we can help, I can help you start your things. Let me know. The idea is I'm happy that you're starting something of your own, because I can't, as I said, our vision is to reach 7.6 billion people. I can't do that by myself. I'll need Sonal, I'll need someone else, I'll need everyone. So we can do this together. So if you like, do reach out to us.
And even I like the today's presentation. It was really good. And somehow I was always scared to put it on vision board because I know it really happens and it works. I don't know why I'm scared. If it happens, I'm scared, or if it doesn't happen, I'm scared. But it somehow I just thought, okay, let's do it with you, and I could just do it because I have a lot of things in my mind going on that I want to do this also and this. So I want to learn singing. I want to learn harmonium, and there are multiple things I want to do. So somehow
I wish you all the best, Sonal, and I'm sure you're going to achieve everything you set out to do. Yeah, just be patient with yourself, but push yourself for bigger, better things. I really do wish you all the best, Sonal. And all of you guys. Those of you who are not able to take the questions, I'm sorry. I promise you my battery is also dying out of my laptop. So we need to log out soon, but I'm going to show you all how you all can reach out to us. But before we go, one last poll. We've only 200 of us left right now. Of course, we maxed out our time. So let's do one last question. And I hope this one has an answer, which I'm expecting. Is will you take time out and make your vision board for 2021? Quick, we have like maybe 15 seconds for this one. Awesome. That's all I wanted to hear, guys. I'm going to share the results with you all. And very happy. Okay, so as you all can see, 99%, there's one person who said no. For the person who said no, if you made a mistake, that's fine. If you haven't and you really aren't going to make your vision board, reach out to me personally. My Instagram handle I'm going to share. And of course, Enlightened Sapiens Instagram handle. I will make sure if you have a question or if you're not convinced, I'll help you out. But do reach out to us because the idea is it's only here to help you. Okay, so the rest of you, 200 of you, odd of you who are going to make a vision board, I wish you great success in 2021. The session is going to be available on YouTube for you to go back, see the presentation, hear the questions, hear the whatever we've discussed. Okay, so go head on to our Instagram, our YouTube and channel. You can subscribe. We keep launching new videos every week on various topics. And like I was saying, we are available across all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So reach out to us if you have any questions and follow our journey. We do a lot of fun activities on Instagram. That's where we are primarily, honestly, guys. That's how we reach out to everyone. We do unplug challenges and art challenges and gardening challenges and fitness. So you can head out there. And like I said, if you all have any personal questions for me, Nicole, or anyone in the team, our Insta handles are here. And you can definitely reach out to us through any of the emails and website that you like. And we have sessions coming up. There's a small break that we're taking. But there are sessions. We're going to have much more sessions, but yeah, join us for the upcoming sessions in Jan. Of course, all of them are free, and you can register through our website or using our Instagram handle. And like I've been saying, for those of you who stayed back and been very patient, that we've been trying to reach a lot of people. If you think this would bring value to someone else, help keep us going. You can contribute any amount where we can reach more people. All of this takes a lot of resources and time and effort. And although our whole goal is that we can reach more people and make sure we can provide these sessions for free to many more people and expand our wings in that sense. So we're going to send the link on the chat box right now. And of course, in the feedback email, you can use the link to contribute any amount that you like. So thanks, all of you. Nicole, thank you once again. Smriti, thank you. And all of you who've joined, thank you all. In 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes, we have an Insta Live on learning how to color and shade using colored pencils, like clothes, like realistic clothes. So if you all want to check that out, we're going live. Soumya Saxena is the artist. She's going to be live with us. So you can ask questions while we are live. And I hope to see you all on our YouTube channel and Instagram and further sessions. And if nothing, just DM me, ask your questions. I'm going to help you all answer them. All of you who have still raised their hands, just DM me personally. I'll answer each one of your questions. I promise. So, So thanks all of you guys. I'm going to see you all in like 2 minutes on YouTube. And we have got a lot of sessions in Jan, so I'm going to see you all for that. Taking a little small break. I think we all deserve one. And we're going to be coming back stronger and many more sessions apart from this. So thanks all of you guys again for your patience. I'm sorry we extended by half an hour, but thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. I wish you a brilliant 2021 and see you all very soon.
Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Thanks so much, Nicole. Nice. Bye, guys.
Bye.